Hi, who doesn't love some free money, which is why I love dividend investing and investing into those safer FTSE 100 stocks. In this video, what we're going to do is, for a bit of fun, sort of look at the UK Dividend Aristocrat list of FTSE 100 stocks and see whether we can build an annual dividend portfolio that pays every month. This wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be, but it was a bit of fun. So what we'll do is we'll have a look at the companies that have made the list, and basically they need to have at least 7 years worth of maintaining or growing their dividends. We'll have a quick look at who they are, what they do, and then sort of what is their dividend yield and how much do we beat the current FTSE yield, which at the moment is sat at 3.53%. Let's also have a quick look at the UKDV ETF yield, which is at 4.41. Let's see if we can beat that. I'm going to build this portfolio with 6 different stocks. The pay across this calendar year are a couple of consumer staples, a couple of financials, a utility company and an industrial company. What I have done is I've looked at the 6 companies, taken a hypothetical £10,000 investment, split that evenly across the 6 different stocks, which gives us £1,666 to invest into each of the companies. And then I've had a quick look to see how many stocks can we buy with that investment, and then looking at what the yield is going to be. And I've used dividend data to work this out. First stock that we have paying out in January is National Grid. National Grid is a British multinational electricity and gas utility company. Principally, it is UK focused, but it does have some work actually coming out of Northeast United States of America. Basically, they own and operate their own electricity and natural gas transmission networks. Market cap of about 38 billion, so 22 years of growth with a compound annual growth rate, a CAGR, for 5 years at 2.96 and the 10-year at 2.62%. This one pays biannually in January and August with a dividend yield of 4.99. Dividend cover, little bit low at 1.19 and dividend payout ratio of 84. I'd rather have it sort of in around the 1.5 mark, and then even better if it could, dividend cover could be over 2. But with that steady growth and the fact that they've grown their dividends for the last 22 years, I'm reasonably happy to have this one on the list. And National Grid paying out £28.72. We actually have a second stock paying out in January, and this one is RS Group. RS Group, together with all its subsidiaries, and it has quite a few, distributes various different electronics and industrial products in the UK, the States, France, Germany, Italy, and internationally as well. It provides industrial interconnect, test and industrial automation alongside automation and control, board level electronics and single board computing products. It's got a market cap of 4.4 billion. It's maintained or grown its dividend for the past 14 years since 2019, and it's got a reasonably good CAGR over the 5 years of 8.42% and 10-year at 4.81. It pays biannually in January and July, so slightly different spread to National Grid that we've just seen. Its dividend yield is the lowest on the list at 2.2%. Great dividend cover of 2.73, so it plows lots of its money back into growing the business which is why we've seen that decent dividend growth rate over the past 5 years, and has a dividend payout ratio of 37%. It would have paid us, from our number of stocks that we would have had, a total of £12.89. In February, we only have one stock paying out, and this one is British American Tobacco, and it provides tobacco and nicotine products to customers worldwide. It offers vapor tobacco heating alongside modern oral nicotine products, and it obviously still has its combustible products that we would all know about. Company offers products under a range of different brands, so Lucky Strike, Pall Mall, Rothmans, Camel, to name but a few, and then on the vapor side of things it's got THP and modern oral brands. It's got a market cap of 70 billion, and it's shown steady great growth for the last 22 years, apart from, when you have a quick look, in 2017 it looks to have dipped, but that was just all to do with a dividend payment frequency change. Its CAGR over 5 years is 4.52%, and 10% CAGR is 4.91%. This one's a quarterly payer and pays in February, May, August and November, with a great dividend yield of 6.98%. This is starting to get to the top end of where I look at different products, and this is one that I've recently taken on as it hit the 6.75% dividend yield. I thought that was a good value buy for me. Dividend cover in around that 1.5 mark that I like, at 1.48, and a 68% dividend cover percentage. All in all, a reasonably good stock to have within our dividend portfolio, and would be paying out in February £28.86. In March we have another new company coming on board, and this is Unilever under the ticker ULVR. Unilever is a well-known foods and refreshment company with segments in things like ice cream, soups, bouillon seasons, mayonnaise, ketchups, teas, you name it. Go into your cupboard and you will probably find something that Unilever have as one of their products. And then they also have a home care side of the business, which has fabric solutions and various cleaning products. Good market cap of 1.04 billion, and it has shown steady growth since at least 2000, so that's given us at least 22 years worth of growth. Looking at a CAGR of 4.1% and 10-year CAGR even better at 5.99%. This is another quarterly paying dividend stock with payments in March, June, September and December. Reasonable dividend yield of 3.66%. Happy enough with the dividend cover at 1.54, and that gives us a dividend payout ratio of 65%. I used to have this within my portfolio, but recently managed to give it quite a substantial haircut and have now come out of that position after a nice profit of about 25%. And looking at how much Unilever would have paid us in March, that would have been £14.41. April sees Hargreaves Lansdowne coming in to make a payment, and they basically, as we probably know, they are an investment service for individuals and corporates in both UK and Poland. Company offers stocks and shares, ISAs, which I'm sure some of you have, as well as funds and share accounts, junior and lifetime ISAs. It also provides personal pensions through the SIP side of things, as well as junior SIPs, which is quite useful, annuities and drawdowns, and basically it also has a share dealing service and fund dealing service. Market cap of 4.1 billion, steady growth since 2008, apart from those years where they haven't paid a special dividend. There are a couple of years where they didn't pay a special dividend, but the actual base, interim and final dividend payments continued to go up. In 2020, there was a slight reduction, but still gives a CAGR over the 5-year period of 6.48% and a 10-year of 5.8%. This one pays biannually in April and October. It has just had a dividend cut down to 4.59%, so there is a little bit of a worry there, and that's shown in the dividend cover of 1.27 and a dividend payout ratio of 79%. HL would have paid us in our mock scenario of £28.32. May is a nice simple month. We are back to British American Tobacco paying out, and they once again would have paid out a £28.86. Month of June, we have 2 stocks paying out. We have Unilever paying out again, and then Legal & General. Legal & General provides various types of insurance products and services in both the UK and the States, as well as internationally, and that comes under 4 different segments, with the Legal & General Retirement, Legal & General Investment Management, Legal & General Capital, and Legal & General Insurance. And insurance, I think, is the one that I know best, having a few policies with them. This is the oldest company on the list that we have today, coming up on 200 years old. It's got a market cap of 15.1 billion, and it's maintained or grown its dividends over the last 12 years. And in 2020, it still managed to maintain its dividend payment, and looking at a CAGR of 5.01%, and the 10-year is 10.82%. Biannually payer in June and September, and this has the best dividend yield of all 6 of the stocks in this list, and that is coming in at 7.34%. That's got I'm reasonably happy with the dividend cover at 1.91 and its dividend payout ratio of 52%. And this is why it managed to maintain in that very difficult year in 2020, because it's got a reasonably good dividend cover. How much would we have got for the 2 stocks in June? So we'd be looking at Unilever paying us a £14.36, and then Legal & General coming in at 86.65. We can now do a bit of a whistle stop through the rest of the year, because we've already seen everybody. So in July, we have RS Group coming in to make another payment, and that would be a payment of £20.76. Looking at August, we have 2 companies coming in. So we have National Grid and British American Tobacco, and they'd be paying, British American Tobacco would be paying £54.35, and British American Tobacco another £28.86. September sees Unilever paying us £14.53 and Legal & General paying £35.52. October, time again for Hargreaves Lansdown to make another payment, and this one is £63.39. British American Tobacco paying us in November £28.86, and then the little Christmas payment coming in from Unilever of £14.89. So that's been quite interesting and quite difficult to actually manage to pull together stocks from the UK Dividend Aristocrat ETF to actually make payments across the whole year. There were a couple of difficult months, so April and July were quite difficult to identify FTSE 100 companies that were actually paying on those months. So what do we actually end up with then? So we end up with British American Tobacco with 53 stocks, giving us a yield of £115.44. Hargreaves Lansdown giving us 231 stocks, and that would pay us out 91.71. Legal and General, I'd be able to buy 653 stocks, and that's £122.17. NG, National Grid, 161, paying us out £83.07. And then Unilever, we'd managed to get 40 stocks, and that would pay us £54.19. And then the company with the lowest dividend yield is RS Group, 179 stocks, paying £33.65. So this table shows us by month which companies paid us and what the monthly dividend was when you accumulate those up, and also does a comparison against UKDV. And what we see is that the portfolio that we've just pulled together returned £504.23, as opposed to what UKDV would have returned us of just over £444. So we are getting an additional £60 by putting together this portfolio, which was quite difficult to do. If you want to know a bit more about UKDV, have a look at this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, bye.